is about to begin, and you're gonna love it.
What's up, YouTube? This is Laxroxtopher here, bringing you a computer versus computer bowl simulation of the Vizio Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. I'm going to commentate over the highlights, but first I'm going to talk about the game, what I think is going to happen, and then I'll give you my real winner at the end, along with the, obviously, EA Sports Simulation winner. I'm going to start by saying I think this game is going to be highly determined by Stephen Taylor and Monty Ball, and which offensive line can open up the most holes for them. And in that case, you would view Wisconsin as the advantage, because they have one of the most NFL-ready offensive lines in the game. But I think Stanford has the better defense, and I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I know Wisconsin doesn't have the best record, but I think it's going to come down to the run game and both quarterbacks making plays when it counts, and O'Brien obviously being slightly more of a veteran. But let's kick off the bowl simulation of the Rose Bowl. As you can see, Stanford starts out here with the ball, and they connect on a huge play, getting them down inside the red zone to about the 10-yard line as they're trying to put points up on their first possession of the game. 4th and 2, and they are going to go for it. The play action, roll out, bootleg left, throws back to the right off his running back's hands. They won't come away with any points here. And now Wisconsin trying to answer back. 2nd and 10, deep in their own territory, and he'll miss his running back out of the backfield, and he'll find Brown for the pick 6. Stanford puts points up first in this game with their defense. You can see defense loving it. Way to start out the Rose Bowl. First quarter, first points of the game go to Stanford. Here we go to end the first quarter. Big first play, or first down there, about a 15-yard reception, and that one will be the last play of the first quarter as Stanford leads 7-0. Pretty low scoring, but I could expect the game in real life to be somewhat around these lines, probably 7-0, 7-3, 10-7 type deal at the end of the first quarter, I would project. Now let's start the second quarter. Stanford's ball after that big pass play, and they'll roll out, and they'll get to about over the 30-yard line, picking up another first down. As you can see, Josh Nunez picking up a lot of yards there, and I know he won't be the starter in real life, but in the game he is. 7 out of 8. Another first down on 3rd and 9. They'll make a conversion there to keep this drive alive. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Huge jailbreak sack for the Badgers on the Cardinal. Nunez drops back here on 2nd and 17 and picks up the first down there, down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Motion right. Hand off. It's a play action fake. Pass to the back of the end zone. Nobody's there. It's through the uprights. He just throws that away. Just above the 2-minute warning here. Play action pass. He'll toss it out to the right, and that one is a gain of a loss of yards. 3rd and goal here. To the back of the end zone, can't drag his feet, and it'll force the field goal. Stanford will get it. It's good. That will bring a 10-0 lead for the Stanford Cardinal on this one after having a field goal, as they don't try to go for it on 4th down in this one. Wisconsin trying to answer back and put their first points up on the board offensively, or points up on the board at all. They get on to their side of the territory, or their side of the field here, into Badger territory, and big catch there, but he can't drag his toes either. These wideouts in this game not being able to drag their toes. Looking here, 2nd and 10, they'll pick up the first down inside the 30-yard line. Got a small drive here going at the end of the half. O'Brien rolls out, looks, he'll throw his 2nd interception of the game, throws in the double coverage there, and Stanford will come up with it. Trying to put points up on the board instead of run out the clock, and they'll pick up a first down there as they connect over the middle. Just behind the 50-yard line, Nunez rolling out. He'll buy some time with his feet, throw back across his body, makes a catch there, don't quite get it. 2nd and 1, Nunez drops back, hits his guy out in the flats. He'll break a tackle, Stephen Taylor. They are on their side of the field now, trying to put points up on the board. There's the pump fake. He'll throw it across the middle to about the 30, 20-some seconds left. They're running the hurry-up offense here. The good snap out with 13 seconds. A strike to the end zone, maybe. They look over the middle, and they're inside the 10-yard line. 9 seconds. Hurry up. They are trying to put points up. Last shot at the end zone. They got to throw the ball quick, and he does. It's dropped in the end zone. That'll make them settle for the field goal. That's almost blocked there by the Badgers. Now they'll take a 2-possession lead, 13-0, going into halftime for the Stanford Cardinal in this one. I think that's pretty realistic as well, as we had an action-packed second quarter there at the end. But 13-0 Cardinal. Big play there on the sideline. 3rd and 3. The Badgers hand off to Monty Ball, who gets the conversion, and they're in field goal range now. 4th and 2, they're going for it. Motion to the right. Again, they do a lot of motion in this Badger offense, and Monty Ball picks up the first down. Another 4th down conversion for this team. 4th and 1. They're going for it. And it's intercepted. 3rd interception of the game for Brian. And they'll get a solid return out of this one. Just to about the 50-yard line. Look at this as Davis just goes up over the tight end, Peterson, to make that catch. That will also be the end of the 3rd quarter, as no points are scored in the 3rd quarter, as it's still 13-0. So pretty boring 3rd quarter. I think there'll be a little bit more action coming out at halftime in real life. But in the simulation, 13-0 Stanford. Let's start the 4th quarter. Stanford's ball after the interception by O'Brien. Nunes rolls back, looks deep, throws it, and the Wisconsin Badgers have their chance, the first turnover of the game, but they can't keep their hands on that interception, but they'll get the ball back anyways. Big run there by Monty Ball, picking up the first down. Monty Ball having a pretty successful day on the ground so far, even though you guys don't get to see all the little plays. Brian looking across the middle, and look at this nice breakup on 3rd and 5 by Stanford as he'll rip it away. 4th and 1, they'll go for it again. Stanford, Wisconsin converts on another 4th down in this game. 3rd and 9, big catch there, almost intercepted, but he drops it. 4th and 9, big conversion. Can they go 3 for 4 on 4th down? They do, as finally one of the receivers drags a toe, and they're inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Monty Ball, 1 yard off to the right side. 2nd and goal, Monty Ball wrapped up in the backfield, loss of a couple yards. 3rd and goal, they're going to pass it this time, and O'Brien finds Frederick in the back of the end zone. The redshirt freshman coming up big here in the BCS bowl game. You can see he gets both feet down. 11 plays, 60 yards, kill a lot of time off the clock, which isn't good, as we're at 2 minutes and 1 second left. The onside kick is recovered by Stanford right at the guy. They still have a chance. Wisconsin still with all 3 timeouts. Can they hold them and get the ball back and pray that they can score down and get a touchdown? You can see they stop on 1st down, stop on 2nd down. Crucial 3rd and 2, 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to pass Stanford and they find their guy in between double coverage. He takes the lick, holds onto the ball. They'll rub it in here with a field goal that was not necessary. Just for kicks and giggles, we'll see what Wisconsin can do with the last kickoff of the game, even though it doesn't matter. He'll get stripped there from behind. Stanford will cover. That will be Browning on the recovery, and that is it. Stanford Cardinal, according to EA Sports, will win it 16-7. Play of the game is obviously Brown's pick 6, as that was the only offensive touchdown for Stanford after 3 field goals. Wisconsin able to put up only a touchdown on the board, so very low scoring. I think that is very possible. I think it could be a really low scoring game, but I'm thinking more in the 21-17 range, less likely than 16-3 or 16-7. I don't think that'll happen. I think both teams will get at least 2 touchdowns. I think whichever team can break the 20-point barrier first is going to win. You saw Stanford with Oregon. They like to slow it down, use their defense, and win the game that way and set the tempo, and Wisconsin's very similar in that regard, and I think both of them are going to try and control the pace on the ground, and then when they need it, make the plays in the passing game and have their defense make as many stops as possible. But either way, I think there's going to be a lot more rushing yards in this game, and whichever team can break 20 points first is going to get the win. That's my projection, but I am saying I think Stanford's going to come away in this one probably 24-17, I'm going to say. 24-17, a touchdown win for the Stanford Cardinal is my real prediction. This has been Laxroxtopher. Look forward to all the other videos and keep gaming.